Alright, welcome back. This is episode 58. We are going to head back into the deep roads. As I said, this area is completely optional, so the entrance is also the exit. But pretend we walked all the way through and just stopped to explore on our way through the deep roads here. And we're making our way now to Caridin's Cross, which is the first location of at least 3, possibly 4 or 5, on our way to complete the main quest, the Anvil of the Void. Here's Caridin's Cross. I want to say, yeah, maybe there is just 3.
Caridin's Cross.
We'll see
I
soon.
can't believe Harrowmont actually tracked this place down. This used to be one of the biggest crossroads in the old Empire. You could get anywhere from here, including Orton Tig.
That's a cool idea too, that this ancient highway had intersections, which would make sense. Areas where, and there would probably be, maybe not a city there, although I could certainly see a city being built there, but at least probably some shops and supply stations, rest stops essentially. Probably an inn. What's so important about Orton Tig?
It's the home of Caridin, the Paragon who made the anvil.
That's his house, I
He was an
presume.
Orton before he founded his own house.
Oh, I see.
And even then, he spent most of his time in their Tig. Branka figured it was the best guess for where the anvil was located.
Alright, that makes sense. So, do you know where to go from here?
Aye. Branka dug up some maps of the ancient empire. It's a little tough to tell with so much of it collapsed now. But near as I can figure, we're on the right path to Orton Tig.
Any signs of Branka?
Not a one. But trust me,
I like how the camera
we
shows him,
will
but not
once
me.
we're on the path to the old Orton Tig. She was going to Caridin's home.
Let's go.
I've been waiting for someone to say that for 2 sodding years.
Well, your wishes come true. It just cuts off your character's head. No holds barred. You know what I should have done between episodes? I should have changed this. I'm just going to turn these off for now. Because, I guess we can turn on the activate one. No. Here we go, that one. So I'd like to keep that active. It doesn't cost a lot of mana. Yeah, 40 mana out of 400, so a tenth of my mana. Oh, I don't have 400 mana. Why did I think I did? Oh, it's how much is left, is what it's measuring. Okay. After these two. Yeah, upkeep 50, upkeep 40, so plus 90. Why am I so fatigued? It does give me a lot more armor, though. Right? Let's see. Oh, it gives me 12 armor. It must scale with your spell power, which would make sense. That's a ton. I would definitely recommend taking this skill in that case. Why do I have so much fatigue? Where is that coming from? Just my gloves and all? 1.13, 0.57. What am I missing here? Does this fatigue you? A weapon? No. Do I have an injury? No. So why the hell am I fatigued? Oh, so rock armor gives you fatigue. Oh yeah, it does say that. Fatigue 5%. Huh. That's still probably the best bang for your buck you're going to get, though. The 12 armor for 5%. Plus the upkeep, though. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Oh, frost weapons. All these sustained skills fatigue you. That I never noticed. I don't even know if I noticed that the first time playing through the game. But okay. Huh. It kind of puts a new perspective on things. But since we do have 3 melee, it's still well worth it. I presume, at least. It's road markers. The translation reads, "The darkest path is filled with sorrows, yet I will stand the test. Stand forever, guard the path, darkness grows, yet we hold." They really shouldn't have the road marker thing about. I guess I'm hovering over it, that's probably why. Alright, let's see who these fine folks are.
Well, look what we have here. A couple of Harrowmont's little lackeys. Let's show them who's king.
Good luck with that. A lot of elven mages wandering
Enemies
around.
approaching.
Oh! That was good. He almost, he got me there. I'll give him that. Try to, oh, shattered him. Nice. Hoping for that. Alright, they weren't that tough. Darkspawn put up more of a fight. No really good loot though. How are we doing? Oop, I saw more loot. How are we doing on inventory? 45 already, that was pretty quick. So you can go back at any time.
I have a question for you, Chef. How does it feel to be a giant statue?
What a bizarre question. How else would it feel?
Well, let's see. Does it hurt? Do you feel like you've been buried under a pile of rock? Or do you feel nothing at all?
I have nothing to compare it to. How does it feel to be considered an inferior race when compared to others who are just as soft and weak as you?
Fine.
How very fragile it must be. One touch and its kind crumples, spilling liquid everywhere. No wonder they clad themselves in metal.
It takes more than just a touch, I'm sure.
I feel very solid and immortal. No putrid liquids to squirt out of me. Oh no.
Putrid liquids.
Quickly, we must fight!
Maybe I shouldn't have wandered to Hegs. I feel like I missed part of their conversation now, but that's okay. We got the gist of it.
No quarter shall be given. Blast! It's begun. Very well. Let's send it. Yes. Run in fear.
Another Darkspawn bow. Don't really need more than one of those. Oh, we're almost at a level up. Cannot wait. A fire pit. Huh. A letter from Paragon Branka to his wife, is that what it said? My dear Anika, I would not worry about the assembly. Let the nobles sit together and argue over whose house owns the greatest hug. It keeps them from panicking, which would surely do otherwise, and prevents them from making a greater nuisance of themselves. War is the business of warriors. I would say that the enemy's strategy appears to be changing, but they never appeared to have a strategy before, beyond destroying everything in their path. For weeks their numbers appeared to be dwindling. There was talk that perhaps we were getting close to wiping them out. We could not have been more wrong. For today we came upon the body of their main force. I cannot give words to it, Anika. I have never before seen so much death in one place. There were darkspawn beyond counting, and at the heart of the throng a great beast, as tall as the palace of Orzammar, with breath of fire. A paragon of darkspawn, perhaps, for they seemed to pay it deference. They were leaving, marching toward the mine shafts which lead to the surface, but I knew when I beheld them that once they have devoured what lies above us, they will be back. So he saw the blight beginning, it seems. Wonder how long ago Paragon Branka lived. Like, that seems chronologically... Whoops, I hit a trap there, didn't I? Yep. Ew.
Come, let us end this.
Where that came from?
Shall we die? Very well.
Watch out. Oh, chain lightning. That could suck. See if maybe these little potions will keep him alive till I can get another heal off. That guy I'm going to put a Winter's Breath on.
Don't give them the advantage.
Was that a death cloud? What is that?
Very well. As you say.
Watch out, Ogren.
I shall do it.
Watch out, Aravail. Cannot right click on him. There we go.
Away with you! More the fools they! Get off!
What is he saying there? Lower the fool's... I don't know. Lower the fool's day? That's definitely not it, but I don't know what he actually is saying.
It is begun.
Why are we still in combat? Oh, there's somebody back here. Or multiple somebodies, possibly?
I shall do it.
I'm going to get these areas over here first, because I don't want to have to come back across this bridge in a second. Yeah, there's an alpha over there we seem to have aggroed. That's okay, though. Almost up a level. Herlock Emissary. He might have something good. Nope. Well, a gold and a half. And a garnet. Yay. Are you guys behind me still? Nope, you're already fighting. Okay. Well.
I am armed.
Oh, I guess they came across the bridge then, didn't they? Oh, not what I meant to do. Not at all what I meant to do. Old habits. Oh, Ogren's gonna die. Yep, oh well.
Send me.
Not sure what the best health mana ratio is as far as spells go. Hopefully rejuvenate.
No quarter shall
'Cause
be
that would make the
given.
most sense. I don't even know where Zevran is. Okay, Shale is there, which means Aravail is over there. Trying to get a good view of this. Actually, you know what? Let's take out your bow, because I don't want you getting earthquaked or anything. Try to move into line of sight of you.
Quickly, we must fight.
Remember, lower mana means faster mana regen, the way the game is programmed. Which I'm not really a huge fan of, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it encourages you to run out of mana, but at the same time, I'd probably be running out either way, so we're just going to go with it.
It's a fine thing we've done.
Nice one, Zevran. Wake up, Ogren. Maybe I should not have given him all that liquor before we began this. Oh, and there's more. Great. Alright. Wonder if I can Cone of Cold them all. Watch out for the traps.
It shall be.
There we go. Although, I probably should heal. Well done. Okay, everybody stay still. Yay, out of combat at last. That was a... Oh, there's the level up. That was a cool fight, though. I enjoy fights like that where there's... It doesn't actually feel like you're fighting like a horde of Darkspawn, but you are facing quite a bit of them. Which makes... Whoop, did we not actually disarm that? I don't know. There we go. Oh, so you can stop the animation. That is good to know. You still get XP from it. Huh. It's encounters like that that make the game fun and interesting. In my opinion, at least. Alright. Let's gather the last of the things on this side of the bridge, and then we'll cross over. Maybe that's... I don't know. I don't know what I'm remembering. I remember bits and pieces of these levels, but not the overall composition. Another Darkspawn longbow. Alright, let's go ahead and level up now. More points into magic for more spell power. And then we'll take Spell Might, which is a really cool sustain mode. 5% fatigue, as with other sustain skills. 60 upkeep. And I think it says expanding mana rapidly. I don't know if that means it increases mana cost or if it actually drains mana while you're using it. It also prevents mana regeneration, or at least a penalty to it. So let's put that over there with my other ones. I might turn it on and see what it does. My spell power right now is 78. If I turn it off, it's 62. So what's that? 16 spell power? That's not nothing. It could be better, but I'm not really sure how much of a penalty it puts on you yet. I'll have to look that up later on. We'll keep it active for now, though. Maybe I'll throw a few more points into willpower to compensate. We'll see. Because how much, let's see. Assuming it doesn't make spells cost more mana, which it very well might. I mean, it does a little bit by the fatigue. Maybe that's what they mean in the description. I can hope so. Puts like a fog around me as well. 60 upkeep is what? 12 willpower worth of mana? So you're exchanging 12 willpower for 16 spell power, which is like 16 magic. So it's really not that good of a deal if you factor in the lowered mana regen
Darkspawn have sensed us.
and lowered what was I gonna say? And the amount it takes off of you and the fatigue. All three of those things together make it about an even trade-off. That being said, there is one really cool thing about having Spell Might, which I shall show you very shortly. Let me put some AoEs on these guys. You know what? Everyone hold positions. Oh, Shriek. You know what? You guys all attack the Shriek. And keep him off me. Bring out their Blizzarded. You ready for it? You ready for it? Storm of the Century! Watch out, guys. Look at that.
Good, another down.
Glorious, isn't it?
We are ridiculously awesome.
Yes, we are. Spellmight did drain. Between the Storm of the Century does a ton of damage, as you can tell, and it's still going. It's basically an improved version of Tempest, but it's vastly improved. It's much larger in size, longer duration, I'm pretty sure, and a lot more damage. It does drain an extra 100 mana from you, though, which will probably turn off Spellmight. But that's okay. Worth it, I think. So, we'll save that one for special occasions, probably, but you gotta admit, that's pretty fun. And even though it does use most of your mana, you can always replenish that pretty easily with mana potions. In a way, I kind of like that it turns off Spellmight afterwards, because the main purpose of having Spellmight is for that combo, in my opinion. Since the rest of the trade-offs aren't really worth it.
Darkspawn.
Somebody survived my storm? Oh, an ogre. But yeah, Storm of the Century is definitely an AoE spell, so there's not really a point to using it against somebody like this. There we go.
This is our path of destruction.
I remember that ogre. If a warrior or rogue gets the killing blow too, they can do those really cool animations, like Alistair did that one time. And Zevran had his smaller finisher against one of those Darkspawn earlier. Most of these chests he's been Arrow of Filth. That does seem like something the Darkspawn would probably use. I'm gonna go over here real quick because I feel like there might be maybe a hidden chest or something. I seem to remember it being smart to check every nook and cranny of these levels, because the devs do try to... Oh, there's actually a tunnel here. Oh, I guess that's how we have to go. Never mind. So that wasn't so hidden after all. But, yeah, the Darkspawn are quite clever when it comes to hiding chests. Alright. Let's run over this way one more time then. There's a bit more loot to gather over here. And then we'll head deeper into the deep roads. The Cross-Crud Drifters. Oh, I think this is... Maybe? Rogan cut a beautiful line down a minor vein today, twisting his supports along the footwall like a backbone. He's got a gift for lagging. It's almost crystalline. I swear I could tap it and hear the stones singing. Non-standard by any inspector's measure, but that's the starting point, isn't it? We're letting the stone take us where she wants, not gouging out highways so the palace can have another pantry. I suspect they will revoke our privileges at the next assembly sitting. I say good luck to them. They'll never find us to deliver the writ. They are afraid of the road we travel. We're close to a major strike. The stone, she's pulling us to something. And to the vents, if I'll let dwarves who deny their sense get in the way of it. From the Journal of Brunar, founding fellow Crosscut Drifters. Huh. That's not what I thought it was. Not really sure what they actually are. I guess a society of dwarves that maybe were helping to build the deep roads and instead decided to make these crosscuts we've been exploring. That would explain who built them. But the Darkspawn also dig tunnels, it's been said. Quite extensive ones in some case. Some Grey Wardens even say they're compelled to dig them by the call of the old gods. And they dig and dig until they find an old god, and when they do, it becomes an archdemon, and a blight begins. This is the 5th blight, by the way. I don't know if they mentioned that. There have been 4 blights in the past. This is the 5th. And at least according to legend, there are 7 old gods, so many people believe that this is the 5th of 7 blights in total. Part of me kind of suspects there are going to be 7 2 more throughout the rest of the Dragon Age games. I'd really like there to be an MMO. There's another codex. Does it say who they were? Yeah, I'm not going to read all that. Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind. Alright, not sure which way. Probably this way is the way to go. Is that really all we've gone so far? Is this way? Okay. No, what? Oh, is this a... Oh, it is. This is a exit point. I see. So yeah, if you need to go back and dump off some gear, whatever, you can do that. We're not going to unless I really get encumbered. A Bronto!
Shall be done.
We summoned some of these back in Jarda's place, but this one is a little more deadly. A little more angry too.
First battle's begun.
Oh, Brontos. Now I did want to look up, since we got... Yeah, let's get out combat first. So I'm not talking over the music. Codex... Creatures... Spell combinations. We found 3 of the 7. Shattering, Shockwave. Shockwave is the one we do Crushing Prison followed by Force Field. It's good, but it's an AoE, and it doesn't affect the person who you had the Crushing Prison on. So that's kind of a shame. It does knock them down too, so if you use the combo in the middle of a crowd of enemies, it can be nice, but I'd prefer just to do regular AoEs. Shattering, obviously we've done, and Storm of the Century. When 2 storm systems collide, chaos and destruction inevitably ensue. A mage who combines the blustering ice and snow of Blizzard with the whirling lightning storm of Tempest will generate a terrifying storm of the century. Anyone caught within its bounds will suffer spectacular electrical damage. That's true, although it leaves out the fight you have to have spell might going when you cast the second spell. It can also be made as a combination between 2 mages, if 2 different mages know the 2 AoEs, but the person who casts the second spell, no matter which one it is, has to have spell might active. But because I won't be always having Morgan... Where are they going? Morgan and Win with me, I figured it'd be nice to get all 3 of those lines myself. And it seems to have paid off. So there's a road marker. Sing praises to the stone, may her arms be ever open to us. These are nice little inspirational signs, like billboards, I guess, in a way. Alright, don't know where those guys go. I feel like they're leading me into a trap. We'll go ahead in a bit. These guys are definitely leading me into a trap. There's a barrel right there. Well, no, it's a loot barrel, though, not a flaming barrel. Let's do an earthquake. And, oh, didn't mean to do that. I keep doing that. Blizzard. There's a trap in front of us, though. You know what comes next. Just enough mana, too. It's probably going to kill these guys, isn't it? I'm going to try to heal them. Can I heal them through a Storm of the Century? That'll be quite a test. They're smart enough to run out of it because of their scripted programming.
As you say.
Come on, Ogren, you can make it. There we go. It does last a while, though. That's kind of the sucky part. So we're going to stand here and let Ogren regen some health and stamina. There we go. Any more traps? Nothing even there. Guess that was just bait.
Watch out, trap there.
Whoop. We apparently missed some of them. Aha. Take care of these the old-fashioned way. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Watch out, trap there. Watch out, trap there.
Resisted. Yeah, battles like these are a lot of fun in my opinion. Oh, did I hit a trap? I guess I did. Double golden, quickly. Am I still trapped? Why don't I have a debuff? Severin. That's not where I aimed it, but okay. We do have a pretty good party, I will say.
Very well.
They're a sturdy lot. Even Zevran because of his dexterity. You can actually make a very tanky rogue, too.
It has begun.
They just have trouble holding aggro,
Very
especially
well.
against lots of mobs, because they don't really have a lot of AoEs. But if you really stack dexterity, you can make a dexterity-based tank as any class. So, alright. Stop sighing, we have a lot to do. A totem, Alistair will like that. Some more gold. We're getting lots of gold now. And they had a ballista, too. They were all set up to defend this area, weren't they? This juncture in the deep roads. Yeah, Darkspawn, they may be stupid, but every once in a while they are a little bit clever. I guess the emissaries too are kind of touted as the most clever of the Darkspawn, for whatever that's worth. Alright, this one says, the words are too damaged to read. It seems it was memorial to a child Paragon. Interesting. This one is just too damaged to read. I don't know if we should be going north maybe, or let's try this way first. Not sure which way is actually onward as far as the quest goes. Also not sure if we might have to make this into 2 different episodes or not. Depends how much more there is to go. I guess we'll soon find out. What does this have to say? Those who return to Orzamar's embrace be sheltered.
As you like.
And been changed several times. Paragon
On it.
Allahin died to lay these stones. Huh. Oh, a grass phylactery. I do remember this little bend here. Fighting the Revenant. Which might be the last one, if I have not lost count. I don't see any Darkspawn ahead, so we should be okay. Alright, let's do it. There he is. Hey, buddy. Wonder if he is level capped. So like if I did a shockwave combo on this guy, it wouldn't really matter. I should probably be standing away from him, shouldn't I? So when he does his big AoE, it's not gonna kill me.
As you say.
He's gonna just pull me in though.
Do know how to fight, don't you?
Got miasma on me now. Standing near him. Oh, he's chasing me. Seriously, dude? There's like a bunch of other people there and they're chasing me. Yeah, not sure how high these guys level, or how high these guys scale level-wise. Whoa, that double strike. That is a pain. Ogren. Group your time.
Sweet. Quick, we must fight. Shall we compete for time?
Let's use a hold and potion here. Busy a bit. Losing track of who I already kind of pulled it, so hopefully I don't stack it. Maybe they do level, because these guys are... This guy is still pretty tough. There's one of those finishers. And remember, this is only on normal difficulty, so this game can actually... it can get challenging on Nightmare. Not unbeatable, because I know I've definitely beat it on Nightmare before. So have a lot of people by the sound of it. But, you have to use a bit of strategy on Nightmare, and probably pause a lot, I would recommend. Maybe there is one more Revenant, because I don't think that updated the quest, did it? The Scrolls of Banastor? I don't know. Let's see, open the codex. Will it show me? No, it won't show me because I didn't click on it before. That's okay, though.
I've thought about your predicament, my friend.
It has thought of a way to
This
lure
looks like the
birds
right
out of
way
the
out.
sky.
I mean,
Morton
your
tie.
situation.
It
Being
won't be
made
long
of stone
now.
and such, I imagine it must be terrible for you to see others together, you know?
Together, as in standing next to one another.
I speak of love, my sturdy friend, and the act of love. Surely this must bring you discomfort, knowing you can never partake in such pleasures.
That is disgusting. It was bad enough that I had to suffer the occasional pair of villagers lying in my shade, but the idea of partaking...
You are stoic, my friend, and brave. You do us a great honor by suffering in silence.
I was not suffering, silently or otherwise, until now.
I
Stoke is a good
understand.
word for it. Alright, that's kind of creepy though when you think about it. Like teenagers doing things in front of her, not realizing they're being watched by a sentient golem. Little creepy. You know, I bet these two paths probably just come together anyway. And there's another path over here. Geez, this is a big area. And this is the exit up here. Alright. Our past is wrought with lost roads, mine, togs, and homes.
Very well.
Consumed by the honors of the Endless War. The Endless War against the Darkspawn, that is. Haramont is a dust lover. Oh, poor Haramont. Alright, but there's no reason to go out of this area yet because we haven't found any clues to where she was going. So I don't know which way. I guess Ortuntag is probably the city I remember. And we'll hopefully have some clues as to where the Anvil of the Void actually was. So let's go this way first, and then we'll head the other way after that. You know, it just occurred to me, this area here, that must be Caridin's cross, like the actual namesake cross, because it's where 3 deep roads meet. I kind of figured it would be at least 4, if not maybe like even 5, depending on like I think like a giant like metro map underground in the deep roads. I heard shriekers though, so we're not alone. Ah, there they are. Knew it. Or shrieks, not shriekers. They do a lot of damage, but they don't have a ton of health. They're basically the rogues of the Darkspawn. And they don't seem to like Zevran. Maybe they're jealous of his stabby skills. Okay. Killed those guys. What's up ahead here? Oh, an ogre. An ogre alpha. Alright, this will be fun. It'd be so funny if we just actually shattered him. Severin, get behind him. Don't be dumb. You're a rogue, that's what you do. Why do I have a feeling he's about to like grab me and... Anyway, I'm gonna put a regen on me just in case. For an ogre alpha, he's not that much scarier than regular ogres. Not doing that well. There we go. Ready for this? Nice one, Zevran. Show off. Trying to make you wish you were a rogue like him or a warrior. But I don't think any of those finishes are as impressive as a Storm of the Century. Just saying. Okay. Huh, 4 gold. Wonder what an ogre was doing with gold, but hey, I'm not complaining. Maybe he just liked that it was shiny. Alright, so this area seems to just connect back over here, which is cool. I'm glad they put this little cut through here anyway, though. Give you a little more area to explore. Up, and an emissary. I'm gonna actually try to do a Tug Knight Prison.
It is begun.
Erupted.
Shall be done.
Retreat to stealth moment. There he is. Genlock Runner.
Very well.
I guess those were the guys that died into the tunnels before? Was it this tunnel? It was probably this tunnel. Yeah. We saw them running into. I guess they were trying to lure us into a trap, but joke's on them, because we just went all the way around and came from the backside. Fooled you. Topsider's Hilt. Oh, this is cool. I think if you put that together, you get a sword called Topsider's Honor. The fool has been following us for 3 days, but what can I do? I'm sure a city guard could lock him up for being a sodding idiot, but there's no law that says you can't seek your death in the trenches. There's no law down here at all. I say to his face that if he puts our patrol at risk, I split him myself, but he's quiet. I'll give him that. Topsiders usually assume the end of a blight erases the Darkspawn from the world. Why does this one care that his victory just drives them back on our doorstep? It's one thing to face them in the light. He'll cut his own shaft out of here once he fights them in the dark where they live. That or delirium will get him. From a Legion of the Dead field report by Lieutenant Gaunt. Remember, the Legion of the Dead are the Darkspawn who have their own funerals and then commit to living in the deep roads, fighting the Darkspawn for whatever remains of their lives. I wonder if the guy he's talking about was a Grey Warden. It sounds like maybe the end of a blight. Maybe after the last blight, this Grey Warden came down here to end his own life, as the Grey Wardens do, before they succumb to the blight. Or not the blight, the taint of the Darkspawn blood. Insufficient skill. Oh well. Maybe I should have brought Liliana, but when to give Zevran a chance, and I don't know. I do like having him here. It's good changing things up a bit. Alright. Since we still have a little ways to go in this area, though, I am going to end the episode here. When we come back, we will explore the rest of Caridin's Cross, including Ortan Thag itself, and hopefully find some clues to where Branka went. So, I'll see you guys in a little bit.